California. Secondly, she's going to be going to Tahiti. And Gordon, and thanks for stopping by. And we're going to talk about, I guess, the kind of lifestyle you should look for in life, right? You've chosen a intriguing lifestyle. So tell me a little bit about your background, and then we're just going to get right into the questions.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Neil. It's a real pleasure. And yes, I'm taking off to Tahiti actually tonight at midnight, flying to spend a couple of weeks leading retreats swimming with whales. So super, super fun. And I actually grew up in the Pacific Northwest. Dad had a boat on the water, spent many weekends every summer vacation out in the beautiful islands up there watching the orca whales. So I've been surrounded by whales and dolphins my entire life. I have a degree in biology, animal behavior, worked as a zookeeper, worked training animals for movies and television for over 20 years. We could do a show on any one of those things. And I actually married a man in Panama working on a film that hired his tribe as the actors. Indigenous man, his family still lives in the villages deep in the rainforest as they have for centuries. And so I got involved in tourism because that's how his family survived. And I realized there was nobody doing whale watching in Panama, and it's one of the easiest places to find humpback whales. And so I literally pioneered the whale watching industry there and started my retreats there. And since then, have expanded them all over the world.
All right. So can you tell me, first of all, how you got connected with dolphins and whales?
How I first got connected was obviously as a child seeing orcas from my dad's boat on the beach, but also I've always had them come into my dreams. In my dreams, I'm like swimming with them, I'm touching them, I'm interacting with them. I mean, if you've seen the movie Whale Rider, that's like what my dreams were like. And having these amazing connections. And so I got into adulthood, it's like, okay, how do I make these dreams become a reality? And waking up spiritually and reading everything I could, studying, spending as much time on the water. And then I had this brain that trained as a biologist and observer. I take what I see at their behaviors, and then I can extrapolate those into metaphors for our human lives. Like, for example, when the seas get really stormy and rough out there, and so again, that's life's challenges, the dolphins and whales don't run and hide or avoid or freak out. What they do is they use the force of those big waves to jump even higher. They get more playful in a storm.
Oh,
Imagine if we got more playful when things got tough,
oh yeah.
right?
I couldn't, I don't know how I could be joyful in this storm. Why do you, I guess you're teaching people when they swim with dolphins and whales that it's okay to become joyful even in your tough storms in life?
Exactly. It's like, you know what? If we just went with the flow and the force of that challenge rather than trying to avoid and resist, it's like, where's it going to take us? How do we work? It's the kind of like the Tai Chi kind of thing. It's like, when Taekwondo, when somebody comes at you, you use the force of that aggression towards you and you work with it to your advantage. It's the same concept that you take that, use that force, let it carry you to get a whole new perspective of this challenge to find an out of the box solution.
All right. So talking about that joyfulness, that's really an
Yes.
important thing. Besides joy and play, what else can you learn from dolphins and whales?
Oh my gosh, I could go on all day. But one really powerful one is abundance. Whales, so many people in our world, humans, we struggle with abundance. It's, one of those fears all the time. Am I going to have enough money to live, pay the bills, etc.? And whales represent abundance. They're the largest creatures to have ever lived on this planet. Many of them eat the smallest, and you never see a skinny whale. And science has actually proven that when there are more whales out in the ocean eating krill and small fish, There's actually more krill and fish in the ocean, not less. So, how that works scientifically, to get a little crude here, what happens when you eat? You poop. And in whale poop, there is nitrogen, which is exactly what the plankton needs. So the more whales that are eating, the more whales that are pooping, the more nitrogen in the water, which means more plankton, which means more krill that eat the plankton and the fish that eat the krill, and the whole cycle is multiplied and amplified by the presence of whales. So just by being whales, they literally create their own abundance.
How has your connection with dolphins and whales impacted your life?
Well, I'll tell you, I grew up, I'm like many people, I felt like I never quite fit into my family. Like I felt like I was this alien dropped in and they didn't ever understand me. And when I started really connecting with the dolphins and the whales, meditating with them, swimming with them, learning from them, I felt like I had this whole team, like part of a pod, as it were. And I have not, and here's the thing, I was not married until I was 46. For the longest time, I was, I wanted that partner, I wanted that romantic connection in my life. Never had it, never had it, never had it for a long, long time. And was always searching, 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 always lonely. But the minute I started letting and connecting with the dolphins and the whales, both spiritually and physically, I have not felt lonely one day since.
Wow.
Yeah.
That, and do you have to be in a physical presence of dolphins and whales to receive healing energy?
Not at all. The dolphins and the whales have this powerful healing energy that they send. There's many, many anecdotal stories of people's tumors being disappearing after a swim with a dolphin, chronic knee or back pain going away. There's been a doctor in the UK who's taken clinically depressed people to swim with wild dolphins at one time and they come out functional. So it's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Yet you don't have to be in the presence of them. You can invite them in and through your dreams, through your meditations, or I'm a certified dolphin energy healer and I train people how to be certified healers in this modality. So if you are with a healer, they can channel the healing, connect to the dolphins and whales, channel their healing energy, and send it to their clients. So we could send it right here through the radio waves to people. And it's amazing. People 100% always come away feeling more relaxed and peaceful, if not more.
All right. Where's the best place people can find information on you, learn more about you?
Whalewisdomretreats.com is the perfect place. And if anybody would like to meet their very own dolphin spirit guide, I've got a free guided meditation at dolphinspiritguide.com.
Fantastic. People definitely need to check that out. And you can learn more about Anne there. And you never know. Maybe you'll swim with the dolphins someday or the whales with Anne. Maybe could be spiritually, could be metaphorically, or could be really. So, all those different things. Appreciate it, Anne.
Thank you.